Who is the best team in the NFC based on what you can tell, Chris Berman, through 11 weeks?
That's a very good question, NFC-wise. First of all, Rich, isn't it nice that in the year they bring back NFL primetime, we get the 49ers and the Bills playing good football? I thought that was very nice.
That's right.
Best team as we sit now. I might lean to New Orleans. I know the 49ers only have one loss. I get it, and that'll be a huge game down there in a couple weeks. Only because of the balance, and we're looking at, 6-10? I mean, we're looking at San Francisco, Seattle, and the Rams in the West. We're looking at Green Bay, Minnesota. We're looking at New Orleans, that's 6, and then pick a team in the, let's just say 7. Who's the best balanced? I lean to New Orleans. Now, Drew doesn't look quite right yet, I get it. But every team kind of lost a game 2 weeks ago, and they all came back and won. So to answer your question, best balance, New Orleans. But here's Aaron Rodgers. Here's that San Francisco defense. Here's Russell Wilson, who I picked before the year to be the MVP, and we'll see. So what do you think? I mean, that's a tight, a couple weeks ago it looked like Minnesota might have the best balance, although they don't have – I like the quarterback, but Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson are, a different breed, as is Drew Brees at his peak.
I am agreeing with you because I still, in terms of balance and in terms of experience and in terms of being able to put points on the board and in being able to take away what a team can do with takeaways, the Saints still add up. They still add up to all of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they still add up when it comes down to it. Who will be able to consistently do it? Who can do it in your house? Whose house would be tough for you to win in? And then I'd still just buy into football god stuff, whether it is, as you pointed out, your two favorite teams or adopted teams are playing well when your show is put back on the air on ESPN Plus, just everything. The fact that the Saints won it all in Miami, it's 10 years later. I don't know. I put it all together, and I still think that the Saints, despite that slip-up, a clunker happens every now and then. I'm just going to say that's an outlier and see what the Saints look like for the next 6 weeks.
Well, and if you go the football gods theory, which, you could go broke predicting, they're owed one, right? I'm not saying that that's why they would then advance to the Super Bowl, but that's another thing that certainly lines up. We don't have to rehash January.
Well, it's also the year before, too, that miracle that Minnesota pulled off. I mean, back-to-back years for the Saints to be knocked out in those gutting fashions. I hear you.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.